He's hooking. He's hooking. Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you?
Tomorrow. Do it tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is.
I hate that damn mentality, but I can't get a break. You aren't given any breaks in life. You make them for yourself. We are all being tested in life. While my test is different than yours, you will be tested. The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics. I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind.
There's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're gonna keep doing it, and that's their grind. You know, and those people are super valuable because they change everybody's perspective of like what's possible, what to strive for, and what it takes. Like, do you really want to be a champion? Why? Because you just want to be cool? You want to be the coolest guy on the block? Like, you're not going to win. You're going to find some fucking psychopath who just lives it. And it's their whole life.
You finally made it to the big league, and now you want to chill? This where you get comfortable? Now you got the big head? Now you can't grind? You here now. They watching you now. Practice don't make perfect. Practice make permanence.
Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is gonna put the work in for you. Nobody's gonna believe in you like you. So fuck them, because that dream you got in your head, that's yours. That purpose that you feel deep down, that's yours. So my only question is, what the are you gonna do about that today?
You're too tired, or you're too sore, or you're just plain not feeling it. Lies, lies, lies. And the list goes on and on and on. And it doesn't stop if you don't make it stop. Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go away. When everybody leaves to go home and there's only one light on, there's one office with one light on, and as those motherfuckers go from the club, they look up every day, 2 o'clock in the morning, they see that, and that fucking light's always on.
And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done. So cast out the lies, burn them down, and listen to the truth. Then live the truth and go out and get it done.
Really, the truth is, most people need to shut the fuck up and focus on that version of themselves they want to become and actually be willing to become it. And that's what's ultimately going to create the fulfillment that you're looking for. It's not going to be your cold plunge. It's not going to be your morning routine. It's not going to be your journaling. It's going to be the work that you fucking do to become that version of yourself that is the exact version that you know you're supposed to become, and then being proud of it.
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside, but no one cares about that. Life is always giving you a test, trying to give you an excuse not to show up. You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you, it's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you, it's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
Hey man, look, this is what you gotta do, bro. Wake up and grind. Wake up and grind. Wake up and grind. Every day. That's the method. If you get up every single day and put your mind to something, how could you really believe that you won't win? It's not possible.
There's never been more opportunity than there is right now. If you're a fucking savage and you get out there and you grind hard and you want it bad enough, you can run all these guys over, man.
Ignore and outperform them. While you're over there, watching me and talking about me. I'm working. I'm working hard. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you'll realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about. And you will lose and I will win.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
Just keep stacking days. Just keep stacking days. As long as you keep stacking days, I promise you, you will see the change. My coach used to always say, everything that you want is on the other side of hard.
The answers lie in the repetitions. You must not forget the repetitions you put into trying to dominate the craft that you're in today. Always embrace the suck, adapt to the suck. It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Just keep working. You're not getting what you want, keep working. You are getting what you want, keep working. Hard work pays off, no one tells you when. I think one of the hardest things to hear after you don't get your way is keep working. But it's also one of the only solutions to be successful.
No matter how much emotion and feeling you may have or how much hurt you may have, life has to go on. Life doesn't stop for anybody. So if you don't process that and understand that, you're stuck in whatever time period you got hurt forever.
So you gotta think, man, like sometimes you go through things and you don't know the reason at first, but it's not for right now. It's to help someone later, like your son or your daughter. Sometimes you're living through the toughest thing ever and you don't know why it's happening to you. Sometimes your son gonna be looking you in the eye and say, Dad, how do I get through this? And then what are you gonna tell him when you quit before? What are you gonna tell him when you took shortcuts? That's the point, man. There's so much stuff that's bigger than you right now that you're going through for a bigger purpose than you can even imagine.
Those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
You got to keep working. Your time's going to come. You got to work. Your time is going to happen. You're here for a reason, but you got to be ready, because if you're not, it's on you. You got to work no matter what.
Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were going to get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important, what you acquire or who you become? And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire.
Either you will be the reason why it fails, or you will be the reason why it succeeds. And you get to make that choice every single day.
I'm gonna get in shape, I'm gonna get that bag, get my mental right, and I'm gonna just grind.
You see, power, real power, doesn't come to those who are born strongest, or fastest, or smartest. It comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
I don't quit. You know, I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta call an audible. I gotta fucking get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this shit out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more.
Discipline is infinitely more important. So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And that's discipline. It's not motivation. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
When you start, they'll laugh. When you grow, they'll cheer. When you win, they'll judge. When you fail, they'll talk. People celebrate what's easy to admire, but not what's hard to achieve. They like a rising star until it outshines them. Don't live for the applause. As the saying goes, keep working in silence until your success makes the noise.
I laugh every time I hear people saying, yeah, you know, I don't like working for other people, so, you know, I want to work for myself because I want to set my own hours and I want to, yeah, right. Let me tell you what, when you work for yourself, there are no days, there's no Christmas, there's no fucking Easter, there's none of that shit when you work for yourself. In the early days.
It's a grind.
Exactly. It's you're working through all those holidays. Every day something bad happens. Every day there's problems. It's a war every day when you get up in the early days.
Am I gonna run today? Am I gonna work out today? Well, it's Christmas. It's New Year's. It's my birthday. Do you think time gives a fuck that it's Christmas, that it's New Year's, that it's your birthday? Let me tell you one thing. Time is running out. You keep on sitting around wondering what the fuck you want to do. You're just gonna run out of time. So make sure you do one thing. Stop following the fucking crowd. They may take time off, but you can't afford to.
And you're not going to do anything in life unless you make it happen. So if you feel like right now you're looking around and you're lost or directionless, I would take about 15 minutes and figure out what the hell you want to do with your life, and I would start getting after it. So that's my advice. Take 15 minutes, figure out something that you're into, and go crush that thing and make it happen.
And that's why when you think about the mentality of greatness, there are no breaks. You can be popular, but to be great, Monday on top of Tuesday, Tuesday on top of Wednesday, Wednesday on top of Thursday, Thursday on top of Friday, Friday on top of Saturday, Saturday on top of Sunday. And start over, and start over, and start over, and start over. And true greatness is always evolving. It never stays the same. Your comfort zone will stay the same, unless sometimes you're forced to come out of it.
Dedication, hard work, dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come out on top. I got God on my side. All I say to any fighter, he can say what they want to say. You put him in front of me, I'm gonna beat him. You better believe that. I'm the king.
4 words that'll change your life. I do it anyways. Tired? I do it anyways. No support? I do it anyways. Scaredless? I do it anyways. Afraid of failure? I do it anyways. Fear of rejection? I do it anyways. You don't build an amazing life or business or relationship by waiting for the perfect moment. You do it by showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. You do it anyways. That's how you win the game of life.
Number 1, outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, and outlast. If you can outwork, out-improve, out-strategize, outlast, it's going to be very, very hard to compete against you.
You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're going to do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
Your feelings don't matter. That's the deal. You may feel like doing something, maybe you don't feel like doing something. Doesn't matter. Get out there and do what you're supposed to do, whether you feel like it or not.
You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it broke. You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it when you don't know what's going to happen. You gotta do it when you don't feel like it. You gotta do it even when you're nervous. You gotta do it even when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go. You know, that's the secret to manhood. That's the secret to life. No matter who you are, you'll figure it out as you go through this life.
A lot of people can give up. It's easy to give up. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
Hard work is the goal. If the goal is to work as hard as you possibly can, then the only real output we have is who we become along the way.
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity, purpose, determination, and discipline that it takes to be a champion in life.
We're going to be stronger and more capable also. Leg up in society, get the edge, own it, work for it, fight for it, caress it, give birth to it. With that comes whatever dream you want. It begins today, it continues tomorrow, and it never dies.
If you're trying to do something meaningful, if you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already. And that's been my mindset since I can remember. That will be my mindset as long as I can remember anything, that I am the best ever at what I do. And every day that I step on the basketball floor, I will strive to be that.
Marcus Aurelius says your only focus should be on getting better at what you're doing. Focus on what you're doing, get better at what you're doing. Everything else is a complete waste of time.
At one time or another, believe that you can be great at that. And then you work to get great at that, and you reach that greatness. But you don't mistakenly become great.
I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. To be the best in the world at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of fucking energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better from you being the best in the world.
Almost every successful person that I have ever encountered has gone through not a month or a year, but many years of doing work without reward, where they have to do things that other people find boring, and they have to sacrifice things that everyone finds interesting, that most people want to do during that entire season of their life. And they basically sacrifice a season of other things that they would prefer to do stuff that they would not prefer to do because of the one thing they want most.
You're tired? Great. Get to work. You're heartbroken? Great. Get to work. Because if you can show up to work every single day despite of what you're going through, you're going to develop an unstoppable version of yourself. So when real hard times come, not just people's opinions, but real hard times, you will not only be ready for it, but you will dominate those hard times. You'll make it look easy. People will look at you and be like, what are you? And you're going to respond by saying, I'm just that person that was willing to work a little bit harder than you.
If you show up, then you have a chance. If you don't show up, the outcome's simple. Never there, like an audition. If you show up to the audition, there's a chance you might get the part. If you're too scared to show up and you sit back at home, wondering what if and everything else, no one in hell is going to call you an opportunity because you weren't present. The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain.
I think the only thing that gets me mad nowadays is that so many people die with untapped potential because they think that someone else is fucking better than them. And they were born not with the greatest tools. You don't need shit. You need the ability to fucking grind your ass into a fine fucking powder. And when you're in that fine powder, find a way to build that motherfucker back up repeatedly. And it's possible.
That's your moment. It's not that all is lost. When you're feeling the most trapped and down and nothing can't go right, I feel like those are the moments that define you. Those are those character canon moments that are like, what am I going to do now? You know, how do you respond to that? Thinking your way, feeling your way, working your way through those things. On the other side, it's like, you know, I don't know who said the same, but like usually, you know, you're the closest to getting what you want is always the hardest.
And just continue to keep your head up, continuing to march on ahead towards your dream and never losing sight of that. I think that's definitely for sure the most difficult thing is keeping your goal and your eyes set on that and not being distracted, not giving up. I think the easiest thing in life is to give up on whatever you're focused on or whatever you're hopeful for. The hardest thing is to keep going, but we have to.
This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear, and the reason why, behind every fear is a person you want to be.
Winning will cost you everything, but will reward you with so much more. It's going to cost you everything. And every decision I've made, I knew what the consequences was. I knew what the cost was going to be. It may have not been at that particular moment, but I knew down the line, if I go do this decision, if I go work with this individual, or I decide to do this now, somewhere down the line, this is what it's going to cost me.
Every single failure, every single hardship, every single obstacle is going to serve you if you allow yourself to let it serve you. So f*** what these people think, f*** what they say, f*** their doubts and their criticism and their bullshit and their loser mentality, put it all up here on your shoulder, and when you don't feel like it, and when you're frustrated, and when you want to quit, take the proper amount out, and the proper amount is the amount that gets you off your ass and gets you executing.
If you think the price of winning is too high, wait till you get the bill from regret. And that bill from regret is generational. That bill has been passed on from generation to generation, and you are holding that bill right now. And the only way that bill gets paid off is you got to be willing to make the hardest decisions.
Because if you're executing day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, over the course of time, regardless of what anybody says, regardless of what your mom says, regardless of what your dad says, regardless of what your cousins say, regardless of what the internet says, if you are executing day in and day out, no matter what, there is not a single fucking thing that can stop you.
I didn't care about talent, right? I didn't care about skill set, right? Because I understood talent and skill set might betray you along the journey if they don't have a consistency of mindset and they don't have a certain level of fortitude in every fiber of their being. At a certain point, you can have a cat that's talented, or you can have a cat that has character, and you know what he's bringing to the table every single day. It's a big difference between a hard worker and somebody that works hard.
Have a good time. Enjoy life. It's life is too short to get bogged down, to be discouraged, or you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. Put one foot in front of the other, smile, and just keep on rolling.
Most cats are somebody that works hard. If the situation and the circumstance is what they want it to be, they're going to come out and they're going to act accordingly and they're going to give you everything they got. But a hard worker, regardless of situation, regardless of circumstance, regardless of what happened, I'm going to show up and I'm going to give everything I got to it because I'm working for something that's totally different. Right? The question becomes this: can you be committed to the process of what you're doing without being emotionally attached to the results of what you're doing?
It gets easier. Huh? Every day it gets a little easier. Yeah? But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
Can you be committed to the process of what you're doing without being emotionally attached to the results of what you're doing? In other words, if you don't get what you thought you was gonna get, will you still be the same individual? If the situation don't turn out the way you thought it would turn out, will you still be the same individual? The quote says it: you judge the character of a man not by where he stands in times of comfort and convenience. You judge the character of a man by where he stands in times of challenge and controversy.
You know what they're going to say 10 years from now about you? They're going to say, yeah, he tried, but he fucking failed, just like I knew he would. So you could decide, do you want to go down the path and face the criticism and face the hate and face the frustration and face the pain and use it as fuel and then go on to fucking win and inspire and teach and lift people up? Or do you want to become like the people who are criticizing you? And then do you want to listen to them 10 years from now talk about how you almost made it?
He was like, the only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge. He's like, it's not the best revenge. He's like, it's the only one. There's no other revenge. Because everything else is petty. Everything else does show that you were thinking about these people all day long, which means they win by default. He's like, all you can do is think about your goal and winning. He's like, and when you win, that's when you become so big that they shrink into irrelevance. You cast a shadow that no one even can see them behind you.
Focus on right now, because that is all you've got. Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time? We get all there is. It's what we do with it that makes a difference. Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing. Make up your mind today, you're going to figure it out.
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not take a chance? You know, when you take a chance on you, I want you to remember something. So when you take a chance on you, you're taking a chance on God. It's because God is in all of us.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary.
Listen, the work is behind the scenes. Competition is the easy part. Behind the scenes is where the work is done. And everything is done to get to that one race that you need to run.
But you don't have to love everything about what you do. But this is what you have to do. You have to create that, you have to crave that end result so intensely that the work that you put in is irrelevant. You know you have to do the work. That you got to outwork the competition. It's early mornings, it's late nights, you got to do all these things. We all know that. It's just like people that say, you know, follow your passion. Well, follow your passion. How about act on your passion?
You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part. This isn't like some 5-step process where if you do these 5 fucking steps, you're going to end up with this magical world. Nah, I'm basically teaching you how to callous over your victim's mentality.
Even if I don't feel like working out, I'll be like, you know what, just go do a quick workout, an easier workout. Or I don't want to train jiu-jitsu. We were talking about this earlier. Don't really feel like training. Gonna go train anyways.
The biggest risk to your future isn't your competition. It's the distractions you insist on keeping in your life rather than doing the things you know you should be doing but aren't. People delay doing things they don't like for longer than it takes to do them.
You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius. I think for a lot of people, when you're grinding, people think you're too obsessed, you're a weirdo, stop only making videos, like get a life, be realistic. People will convince you you're out of your mind for wanting to do this. But then once you're successful, they're like, yo, your drive, your tenacity was great. But it's like, yeah, well, where was that back then? You know what I mean? I didn't get that when I was a small channel. And so I think you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius.
Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow, and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel it, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world.
But I want to be like all in. Do you know what I mean? So if it doesn't work for whatever reason, and I think it's going to work, obviously, but at least I can look back and be like, you tried your best. And that's all that anybody can ever ask, is that you tried your best, and that I was both feet in. I did everything right, from nutrition to the mental side of things, to training twice a day, to the routine, to the sleep, to the physiotherapy, to everything. I want to tick every single box so that in 5 years or 10 years I can look back and go, look, you tried your best. And that's all I can do.
If tomorrow never comes, how far would you go today? If tomorrow is not a guarantee, how far would you push? If you thought that today was your last opportunity to ever do the thing, how far would you go? If today was the last day you were ever going to work out, to ever be able to train for a certain event, how far would you push? If you were a football player in college and this is going to be the last game you're ever going to play, how far would you go? How fast would you run? How much would you sacrifice knowing you're never going to lace it up again?
What was the main drive? The main drive was, I am not like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. I have something inside which is burning. And I look around and this life and everything I see is not for me. I'm supposed to be something different. I have to be something different. And I'm going to change my life.
Are your dreams big enough? Why don't you dare to dream bigger? The first secret of self-made millionaires is simple. Dream big dreams. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to imagine and fantasize about all your career goals and the kind of life you would really like to live. Think about the amount of money you would like to earn and have in your bank account. All self-made millionaires begin with a dream of something wonderful and different from what they have today.
No one thought in my family that, or even through my friends or through my mum and dad's friends, whoever was around us, no one thought that we'd ever be anything. No one thought that our art could sell and we could make money that way and we could build careers that way. Everyone always expected us, especially my granddad, just expected us to go into the family business.
If you want to be really great at something, you kind of have to be out of your fucking mind, but you also have to have an iron will.
Yeah.
You don't want to work out every day.
Yeah.
There's going to be days you just want to eat cake and sleep.
Yeah.
But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep.
Yeah.
It hurts, it's heavy, but it builds you up. Every time you wanted to quit, every time life tried to break you, you chose to stand tall. That's what makes you great. Today ain't just about a piece of paper. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the prayers you whispered when nobody was watching. It's all about those moments when you could have folded, but you didn't.
Passion is free. Nobody can charge you for passion. Nobody can tell you what passion looks like. Because that's all about you. Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Effort is 100% in the mind.
No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight. A new age has begun. An age of freedom. And all will know that 300 Spartans gave their last breath to defend it.
You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen.